So is it really worth prestiging in DBD, like getting to a high prestige? And no disrespect for those who are on the grind, but I'm not talking about prestige like 20 or 30 or stuff like that. I'm talking about like at a really high prestige this early. And the reason why I'm asking this question is because like right now, I just got to prestige 71. That is the difference, right? Now, granted, there are people who will still look at prestige 20 and 30 and they'll still admire that, like, wow, like you are grinding. But there's a difference between you get to this level and now people are making fun of you because, wow, this is all that you do, this is all that you play. But understand this, I play DBD the exact same amount of time like I've always done. It's just only thing I'm doing differently is just putting my blood points into one character. That is all, right? So that doesn't mean that you're better or it doesn't make you worse than your opponent, right? So when people look at somebody and they see that you're at a high prestige, a lot of times I feel like it paints a target on your back because you got killers that feel like they have to challenge you now. And you have killers and survivors who don't seem to understand that this game factors a little bit more RNG than what you think. It's not just about skill in this game, right? Take, for example, this Oni here, right? Now, if I'm going against this Oni in this map, I have a pretty good chance, considering if I know how to loop and mind game and use my resources, which are the palace, in the best way possible, I can pretty much mind game them enough to where my teammates can do gens. I can take them on a decent amount of chase, right? But if I'm in Haddonfield, it's not that I can't use the houses, it's just the fact that, because the houses is pretty strong in that map. It's just the fact that like there's a lot of open distance. So imagine going against like a Wesker in Haddonfield, and yeah, you can loop him and mind game him because to me he's trash. He's still trash in like loop and chases. He's still bad, but because they buffed his hitbox, he can just pretty much catch you in an open distance. And what I'm saying is, in certain maps, they have good pallets around you, like Gideon and stuff like that. Auto Haven is a pretty balanced map where you can get to a next loop easier. Versus Haddonfield, it's a little bit too far distance, right? And it just makes it harder. So if you get caught, you get caught. Plus, you gotta understand, they just recently, after patch 6.1.0, buffed up Killer's chase mechanic, which is Bloodlust, to kick in a little bit faster than usual. Plus, you get less distance as Survivor after you get hit. Killers can, speed up the process after they hit you or a missed attack, etc. So you gotta understand that it's not easy anyway. The only reason I'm bringing this all up is because in this community, people act like you have to be perfect, okay? I am not perfect because I am prestige 71 Nia. I'm gonna lose chases. It is not even just mechanically. It's just sometimes you're not gonna always make the right decisions. I mean, most of the time I feel like I do, right? Because I know what I'm doing. I'm not getting lucky in my chases when I go on a long chase. I know how to play the game. I have 4,000 hours. However, at the same time, you gotta understand that it just depends on the map and it just depends on the situation and the killer. And I feel like, so you got killers who feel like they gotta kill you and they gotta, tunnel you, because I've been camped, I've been tunneled. I had killers ignore everybody just to go purely after me. And I'm gonna tell you this now. Here's the difference between having that prestige icon above your head when you're in the lobby and being like legacy. You ever notice that there's a lot of legacy players who don't like to wear their legacy fit? I'm talking about survivors. There's a lot of them who do not like to wear that legacy outfit. Why? It's because they know it's a target on their back. Legacy just meant that back in the day, you were around a time where running the Bloodwood was really difficult. And you had to be on PC to get those Cheeto dust skins, quote unquote, if that's what they call it, right? So where, not everybody can get those. So when Killer go against that, they don't understand that not everybody who had those legacy skins meant that they were good. It just meant that they just played the game a lot, right? But at least you can turn those skins off. You don't have to wear legacy. You don't have to wear the bloody face cosmetic to show that you were P3 back in the day. You don't have to wear that. When you jump into a lobby as a survivor, you have to have that icon. So what, you just gonna not play that survivor? Like, bro, there's times I don't even play Nia. I just be incognito with my Claudette, right? And I just play normally. But when I put on that Nia and they see that red icon that I cannot ever take off, they just know I'm gonna go right after him. I gotta prove a point. That's just how it is. And in this community, I had to unfollow a streamer because I jumped in. I said, hey, I'm prestige 70, and this dude talked trash, and the girl that was a streamer just laughed. She didn't even address it. She didn't say anything about it. So she was just as bad as him, so I unfollowed her. I just feel like in this community, it's just really bad. It's a terrible community, and I'm not even lying. That's just my opinion, though. I just feel like things will get better as a community if we come together and just realize we're just gamers, dude, just trying to have fun. That's all. But listen, please let me know what you guys think. Do you plan to get to 100? If not, that's cool too. But hey, like, share, subscribe, and comment, all that good stuff. And if nothing else, have a blessed day. Peace.